Venus Gaming, I love me a...
That had great position, and now he's going to be in the thick of it.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, I'm kind of preferring Malvinas Gaming's drop a little bit more, right? It makes a little bit more sense to me, but it all depends on Alfredios here. He needs to play a perfect game of Guiguzzi.
Yeah, the Guiguzzi kind of substitutes for the Sunbin, right? You're able to get that movement speed increase. You go cloaked going into these team fights, which are going to be huge when you have Kaiser on your team, right? As well as the Hugh Huan. So yeah, I can see why we like the Malvinas Gaming draft as well. But for pure aggression and split push siege mechanics, we could be seeing quite a lot come through from Leviatan.
Yeah. Right now, I just want to see whether Alfredios is able to use the Animus to kind of pull them away from the Sea of Fate at the correct timing. It is pretty tough to pull that off, but we'll see. At the same time, the benefits of Alfredios at this point, why I'm loving them so much, is because the Hidden Hand, when he goes and uses his first skill, it lowers the physical and magical defense of the opponents as well. That benefits Kaiser so much.
Yeah, already a priority here on the bot side of the lane, bot side of the map there for the Leviathan. Already pushing that, but we get first blood. The camera, we missed that out. We saw that the Chow was already at the Azure Golem trying to secure it for a team, but it goes over to the side, over to Malvinas, and that is another kill for Kaiser. So Hot Feet is now cooking in the kitchen.
Yep, too hot to handle at this point. Alfredios, this is why I love the Guiguzzi. The decrease in defenses, it makes that much of a difference, right? And right off the bat, 2 kills. This is a great start for Malvinas Gaming, maybe more.
Yes, forcing the flash from the Futsu as well, but it's going to be met by the Hugh Huan either to be able to get out of there. Alfredios is still committed. We have Senshi getting the kill onto the Futsu, so down goes Destro. He has no range. Has he met his maker?
Oh, he definitely has. June makes it out safely as well for the Yuhuan. And this is a perfect start to what could have been a much better game for Leviatan.
Yeah, not looking too hot for them right now as they go into the second minute here. They are currently down by 1.3k gold, which is pretty huge at that 2-minute mark, right? There's a few items already starting to come through in terms of those second-tier items as well. We can see that, obviously, second-tier jungle item coming through for both of these teams here. Orca not getting the greatest start, right? So Andy already playing on the back foot.
Yeah, and you can see the mindset on the side, holy on the side of Malvinas Gaming, a little bit more aggressive, right? I like the fact that, you know, at this point, Ziggy just completely ignores the boots, going straight for the Nettle Gauntlet into the Meteor as well.
We also missed the kill there onto Maxi, right? So here's the gameplay, a replay here. Maxi going trying for the 1v1, but we all know Byron with 1v1 in that in the lane in the early game is a hard thing to crack. And right there, Maxi was the victim of trying to crack that. We said the guy Gutsu going up with the Hugh Huan as well, doing a bit of proxy farming into the middle of those two turrets. Now we're getting a good rotation into the mid lane.
Yep, here we go. Lumesh gets caught out as well. Simple kills for a simple win as Andy is no longer available for this world. A double kill as Hotbeat makes it out. My goodness.
Yep, 7 kills up already for Malvinas Gaming, and that's not just enough yet. Oh, okay, Leviathan's able to get the first kill onto the board for themselves, but Alfredios with the speed coming down from that mid lane, and then Hugh Huan with the finishing blow, able to pick up the kill onto Maxi. So what a difference we're seeing here from Malvinas Gaming. This is aggression.
Oh yeah, I love it from the side of Malvinas Gaming. This is exactly what they needed in game 1. Well, it did take them a little bit of time, but here they are.
Blue team has destroyed
present and on the map. They have called their name in their register, and they are not quite done with the Open Series Split 2 just yet. They are looking for at least a win on the board, or even an upset here, Kim. We could be looking at a reverse sweep.
Yeah, at this point, it's a little bit difficult because if you take a look at the itemization of Maxi, he doesn't exactly have the best defense just yet. And Energy Core is not enough to deal with both Ziggy or Hot Feet.
Yeah, we can already see the T1's falling into the clash lane there as well. The Blazing Sun Arrow comes through, but misses everybody inside. Hot Feet looking to try and take this neutral objective from the side of Leviathan. They're able to, so Tyrant does go over to Malvinas Gaming. Maybe a setup for an engage here, we don't know.
Yeah, but Hot Feet does have his hands on both of the buffs. Of course, credits to the jungle on the side of Leviathan here. June is just so ballsy, look at that.
Yeah, he's going in with such great engages. Under the T1s as well. That was lucky for Ziggy, though. He almost got caught by Futsu with the pull in there. That could have been pretty crucial for the side of Malvinas Gaming with that takedown onto the Byron. As we already see him right now, the Byron's playing fantastically into this clash lane. Ziggy really putting his name to this hero.
Yeah, as well as Alfredios, right? With the lead that they have, he's able to go a little bit more greedy. He's going for the Crimson Shadow here, which is going to increase the attack speed, movement speed, and mana regeneration. That works out great for all of these 4 other picks besides the Guigulzu here.
I mean, looking at Leviathan's draft here, right, it's definitely more late game orientated, but the way Malvinas Gaming are playing right now, they don't want to get them to that late game.
Yep. Right now, Senshi might be at risk here, gets caught out.
Yeah, Destro locks him down. We do see Lamesh and Billy here trying to get help onto Futsu, able to claim the kill. And we could see those minions coming around to take the T1 into the bot lane. Leviathan, Andy, a little bit in too deep here. We have 3 members of MVG into it, but there's the Eye of the Whirlpool coming through for Leviathan right now, just trying to deter them from that T1 in the mid lane, because if they lose that, that is a lot of real estate going up to the side of MVG.
Yep, Malvinas Gaming were doing so well in the early stages of the game, and looks like they can't really figure out what they should be doing at this point. And Leviathan, if you give them an opening, they will not miss the mark.
Yeah, it looks like they've got their hand off the wheel this time around, because like you said there, Kin, Malvinas Gaming to begin with had both hands on the wheels. They had hot feet, and they were doing crazy. They were driving for those Alfredos, right? They were wanting those meals hot, and they were definitely getting it because they're already up to 6 kills, and they're still ahead with the gold, right? Even though we saw a little bit of a shine through here for the side of Leviathan, they are still ahead.
Yep. But at this point, Leviathan, you know, when Billy gets that Cape of Radiance, it's going to change the fights because he's going to offer armor whenever he deals damage. And once again, on the top lane, they have a kill, potentially a shutdown here onto Ziggy. Not the ideal situation for the side of Malvinas Gaming. And things are starting to look a bit dicey.
I don't know. I think a kill up into the clash lane to a T1 into the bot lane is probably a fair trade, right? You want to try and maybe replicate the damage that your enemy's already done to you, but here we go. Maxi doing a lot of damage onto the guy Gutsu, making him get out of that team fight, whilst we're seeing Futsu and the Chow already trying to push that clash lane to the T2, right? So a little bit of a distraction, a little bit of bait and switch here for the side of Leviathan.
Yeah, now they are in control of the map. They're pulling members of MVG all over the place, and I think it feels like they're losing the control here.
Yes, it's slowly but surely, it seems, right. We have the Eye of the Whirlpool coming through up into the clash lane once more. Ziggy is getting into the thick of it. Also, Alfredos is on the run. There we go. It is the ultimate from Orgren there, just absolutely just shutting down the Alfredos. June here cannot be that aggressive without the side of the rest of his team, right? Hot Feet still in a hot bush here. We have the Invincible Warrior come through also with that mid wave coming through with the minions, but it looks like they're going to be able to close this out.
Yep, they needed to really just kill this game fast, but they took a little too long, and now Leviathan have hit their stride. Take a look at that goal swing.
Yes, massively, right? They were behind 1k. They're now just ahead ever so slightly by about 1k. It just needs a little bit more faster farming, a few more kills here. But we do see that the neutral objectives are now back up. It's not quite the Shadow Tyrant and Shadow Overlord, but it still could mean the end of the means for the side of Leviathan right now. They've managed to bring back that the kill assist here as well. Defeats go over to the Tyrant, to Malvinas Gaming.
Yep, ideal situation for Leviathan here if they can get a kill, but Destro is getting caught out with recovery.
Okay, we do see the dash from Destro, which is causing a lot of death here on the side of Malvinas Gaming. Currently a 3-0 trade, 4-0 trade, triple kill going over to Andy on the side of Leviathan. A quadra kill once more for Leviathan. They got one yesterday. They get one today, Ken. And this really opens up that T2 right in the farm lane, and it looks like they're going to open up that T1 in the mid lane, which could be disastrous for Malvinas Gaming.
Yep, control has been handed over to the side of Leviathan. They took it by force. At this point of time, it's difficult because they're fighting into Lumesh's Scorching Bolts. And when you are standing in the flames, simply because he has Frozen Breath, he has Mask of Agony, there's a lot of slow, there's a lot of damage and burn over time. And it's really hard because MVG, they don't have the items to deal with this.
I mean, Malvinas Gaming have one pair of hot feet, right? They don't need another 4 pairs of hot feet as they're stepping around Joe Yu's ultimate. But speaking of stepping around, it looks like the Leviatan are trying to go for the Shadow Overlord, which would just increase the pace on how they can close this game out. And they're looking like they are going to claim it here. Yes, they are. We do see that Malvinas Gaming are in the mid lane. We could be seeing a big brawl here for both of these teams, forcing the retreat of Senshi, but we see the path of the POP come through for Ogren there, so able to catch up the whole Yi. So now we are seeing the T2 takedown as well, thanks to Destro doing the takedown. It's still not enough just yet. The Invincible Warrior is killable as they are going straight to the higher ground turret here, Kid. It looks like it could be the end, but just about able to keep them away, Malvinas Gaming, for now.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door consistently, and at this point, they're able to reset. Look at that, the Sea of Fate into the Eye of the Whirlpool once again, and in less than 10 seconds, they're up and fighting shape once again.
Yeah, no breather for the side of MVG right now. Ziggy is being caught in the middle with it with Destro, so they need to kind of give assist here onto the Byron. He's able to get all that rage and get out, though, so he's still waiting for his ultimate to pop. But they do have the Shadow Vanguard coming through onto the Clash lane here, trying to take that higher ground turret from Malvinas Gaming. They haven't quite got that mid lane one, but it looks like the Clash lane goes down.
Yep, Lumesh doing so much work for the team with the Wildfire, with the Scorching Ball. Here we go. Can they get the damage in?
Okay, the sustain comes through. The Either Whirlpool comes through for Andy. He's able to get out. He is safe for now. MVG are going to be met by the Death on Sunset here. Hot Feet is looking at some hot water for himself. The Either Whirlpool comes through, so they're able to claim some more kills and more respawns coming into the mid lane as they take the high ground turret in the mid lane and in the farm lane, Kin. It is very fiery here for Leviathan. They're able to take down 2-0 trade right now. This is looking like they're going to close it out here. Potentially, they just need the minion wave as they come through. It is only Jun alive. Double kill goes over to Andy. Here are the minions. Crystal is about to go down. Jun just can't do enough. The ace comes through. It looks like the Leviathan are going to be your second grand finalist going through. It is going to be LATAM against Brazil in the grand finals.